Hey guys, it's an 8-month anniversary update. Um, I bring notes, and so I know a lot of you guys are and gals are saying, "Where you been?" Um, I've been away, but it's been intentional, and I'm going to share all that with you as we move along in this particular vlog. But I would ask you just to excuse me if I happen to look down, because again, I have notes, and I just want to make sure that I am giving you all of my information. Even though I've retained everything up in my head, I just want to make sure that I do not leave anything unturned for you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Um, please, Cash App, all of that stuff is in the description. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you. And also, if you need consultation, all that information is also in the initial description. All right, thank you. So, it's been 8 months, and so as you can see, pretty much the hair is already in. It's pretty much in. If you watch my shorts and stuff like that, I've been keeping up with just giving you some of the supplement situations and hair updates, but pretty much everything is in. And so we'll get into it. So pretty much why the gap? I just wanted to make sure that I wanted nature to take its course. And I remember that when I had the actual surgery, I remembered that the doctor had said, look, you just have to trust this process. And in trusting the process, that just means that you need to allow the hair to go through the process of whether if it's falling out or it's taking its time, and you're not really going to see anything significantly, maybe up until months 7 and 8. And the 12th month will be pretty much the finishing product of this process. So I remembered that because what I wanted not to do was to create any anxiety or resentment in saying, oh, well, this didn't work. This is some type of stuff that, So what I did was I took a pause and I made a conscious decision to say, okay, I'm doing everything that I need to do and to share with you guys up to the point of where I was sharing. I have a hair routine, which is I'll share again briefly. I'm taking all the supplements. I'm doing all the stuff that I need to do. So let me just continue with my life and allow the hair to do what it needs to do. There's an expression, the hardest thing to do is to watch paint dry. Well, for me, I felt that the hardest thing is actually to see your hair grow when you don't see it growing. So I did not want to put myself in that type of self-prison, and I advise you guys not to do that as well. So control what you can control, okay? And the hair will follow, as in my experiences now. So pretty much, what was my daily routine? Once again, letting the hair grow. What does that mean? I didn't cut my hair until, let's say, month 6 or 7. And we'll talk about that too later. Your boy did this haircut by himself. We'll talk about that later. So I didn't touch my hair. I let it grow because, again, I was afraid, I did not want to interfere with anything. Because, again, remember, this part was the implant area, and then the back part was the donor area that was taken from. So I had to be concerned. You have to be concerned with the entire head growing and not causing any trauma, confusion to the head. So you just let it grow, and take the particular shampoos and stuff like that during those periods. But once I passed that period, I just let the hair grow. Taking growth promoting supplements, which I also shared with you guys on my shorts, like the vitamins, which I think is definitely healthy for you. It does work, I feel. And also taking rosemary serum oil, which all you can find on Amazon. And I think for me, what was a game changer was that I was able to figure out, just through listening and seeing other situations, is that you should only wash your hair once a week after the period of getting through certain situations. So if you're instructed to wash your hair more than once a week, then please do so. But once that is over with, and you're taking, your serums and stuff like that, and supplements, you should only wash your hair at least once a week. So even if you're adding the serum, just put the serum in, because what's happening is that you're getting all of your money's worth, and your hair is digesting all of what it needs to digest. Because if you're putting the serum in and washing your hair out, putting your hair and washing your hair out, I'm not saying it's going to be effective, but it might be less effective. And I realized, and I actually started to see that when I only washed my hair once a week, I did start to see that the hair was boofing out a little bit more, and it was growing a little bit more. So when you are at a point whereas you're not under restrictions not to wash your hair more than once a week, you should only wash your hair once a week. Because what you want to do is just keep adding those supplements to your hair and just allow it to marinate and digest, and you're getting all of the nutrients that the hair needs for it to grow. So that's pretty much I'm going to share as well. So now we have the good and the bad, or the bad and the good. So I'm going to give you the bad first. The bad first was that, for the first, 5 or 6 months, I had to cover my hair because, everybody's very, we're a visual society, and we're very self-conscious about how we look. So, and I'm not really a hat person. I like to just show my face and all this other stuff. So it was really odd for me to wear hats all the time, but every time I went outside, I had to wear a hat. And I mean, I got used to it, but it's like, when I see people wearing hats all the time, in my opinion, no passing no judgments, all the time, there's some lack of self-confidence going on, and I don't lack for self-confidence. So I was kind of like a little bit bummed about wearing a hat all the time, but I knew what the good would be, and the good would be is to look at this. This is the payoff. Now, if you want to, I would advise you to go back to my first initial video, dated September 2024, right before I was going over to Turkey to get my particular surgery. You should see the condition of my hair, and you see it now. And those who have been on the journey know I have come a long way. So the good is that all the hair is growing in. I still have about 4 months of improvement, but pretty much the whole entire hair is done. So now you might see some lighted areas, but that's me. That's the natural me of just styling the hair. But if I combed it and all that stuff, all the follicles are in 100% now. It's still a little lower than the other height because I did cut it down a little bit. But if I had it to the height of the new growth, it would look absolutely normal. And I could do that, but I just don't want to do it because I just still want some height on my hair. And I'm going to let the new growth get new height and then take off the old height, because my hair was actually longer than this. And so I just cut it down just enough, just maybe an inch above the new growth. So, and so it still looks good when I'm able to style it, because I can actually style it now. So, which is cool. So, the other good is that I learned how to cut my own hair, because I knew that haircuts are very expensive for those that are in America. All right. So I don't know how much haircuts cost overseas and things like that. But if you're living in the continental United States of America, you know how much haircuts can cost. And so a basic haircut can probably run you $45 or more. And so that's only going to last about 2 to 3 weeks. And so I learned how to cut my hair. So I watched hours upon hours. And this is just me, because I'm a student of everything and I'm a visual learner. So I was able to watch hours and hours of cutting and self-cutting hair. And once I felt confident in doing that, I went online, went on Amazon, got the related barber equipment and stuff like that, which wasn't expensive, by the way. You just have to look around and find out. I can share that information with you. Once again, reach out to me for consultation. I'll share all that information with you, along with the hair transplant people as well. Because again, I'm not sponsored by them, so I'm not going to endorse them in that way. So, but I feel like they are the one of the better and the economically favorable hair transplant companies in Turkey. And if you look at my previous videos, I shared my experiences. But again, I am not releasing the name of that particular company. But I'm ready to recommend to anyone that is seeking a transplant, and I can give you the whole situation on how to really navigate to fly out in doing that. So I might do a how much did my whole entire trip cost and do all those things. I might do that because I will tell you right now, it was well worth the money. And as long as you have time and as long as you have a little bit of money, this can get done. Not a little bit, but a reasonable amount of money. It can get done and still get the results as the expensive particular individuals. So I am self-taught. I can cut my hair now. As you can see, the fade here that you see here, I've done it. And it's really, I'm really proud of myself. That was something I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting for me to be able to cut my own hair, much less someone else's. So if I wanted to actually do self-cut barbers, like in the buildings, I'm sorry about that, the light went off, but at least you still see me. So if I wanted to cut hair in the building and do all that type of stuff, I can, but what I won't do is to not do that. Give me 1 second, folks. Yeah, sorry about that. So I'm back. Just so basically, having the self-cut is something that I'm very proud of. I can actually charge. Once again, I was saying that I can probably charge people for haircuts. So I've learned the skill in this whole process. So I would also advise that for learn how to cut hair like mine. So if you are deciding that you're going to regenerate your hairline or things of that nature, you have to understand that now you're going back into a life of, okay, you got to go to the barber, you got to do this and that. And if you're comfortable paying that residual payments to get your hair cut all the time and incur that expense, so be it. But I would say even now, just start watching a lot of videos in how to do self-cuts or learn how to cut your hair, because that's going to pay off a whole lot in the end. So pretty much that's pretty much it. I'm just see. Right. So pretty much that's it. So right now I'm very happy with the progress, as you can see. Once again, my hair is completely, all the follicles are in at this point. And again, because I did it a certain way, the scalp is naturally going to be shown because of how I did it, because I just washed it and it came out. But if I comb it or do something like that, it's completely covered, whereas you can't see my scalp in any way. But everything is there. Any observations? I didn't experience that whole 3 month fallout poof of phase of hair. I didn't really experience that as I was, expecting it to happen, to lose a lot of hair. I didn't really experience that. I didn't really see any hair falling into um, the bathtub or whatever. If it was very minimal. I will say that that's a testament now also to the individuals, to the hair clinic that did my particular surgery. So kudos to them. Um, but but man, I'm very happy with my situation, um, and so far, because the journey's not over yet. Because again, 12 months is when you get to see the full spectrum of the situation. Um, so I'm expecting to see a lot more. So when this really started to take off, I will say was late month 5, early month 6, because that's when I really felt comfortable in cutting my hair, start to cut my hair a little bit just on the sides. So, and also again, when I cut my hair, I only fade the sides or whatever, because since they inserted a natural new line, whatever, I don't need to touch that area because it's already the way it is. It's already the way it is. It's still a clean line, a clean look, so I don't have to shape it up like that. And I'm not touching that area unless if it needs to. But I'm not planning to touch the outer areas of my head as far as that's concerned. So if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. I would really appreciate it if you like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. If you need consultation, I am available for that. All of that is in the my channel subscription, and pretty much that's it. All right, peace.